Chapter 2.6 Day 2 Writing equation in point slope form given 2 points. Let us review the key idea of point slope form. A point slope form is written in the form of y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. This is called point slope form of an equation or linear equation. The line passes through the point x1, y1 and the slope of the line is m. How do you find the slope between 2 points such as 3, -1 and 6, 9? And we have done these type of problems in the past and where the slope can be found with the formula that is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we can name that is x1 y1 and name that as x2 y2. So this is going to be 9 minus 1 divided by 6 minus 3. So this is going to be 10 divided by 3. So the slope is 10 over 3. It's a positive slope and the line for this slope is going to rise from left to right. Now let's discuss example number 2. Writing an equation using 2 points. Write in point slope form an equation of the line that passes through the given points that are 2, 4, 5, -2. First thing you want to do is to find the slope of these 2 points. So name them as x1, y1 and x2, y2. So the formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So -2 minus 4 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 5 minus 2. -6 divided by 3, that is going to give you -2 as your slope. Step number 2. Use the slope and first point to write an equation of the line in the point slope form. So first point is x1, y1, that is 2, 4. The slope is -2. And the formula is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So here we are going to plug it y1 as 4, slope is -2, x minus x1 is 2. So that's your answer in form of point slope form of an equation. So we found the equation number 1 and now the step number 2 is use the slope and second point to write the equation of the line in point slope form. So the second point is x2 y2. This is 5, -2 and the slope is -2. So y minus -2 equals -2 times x minus 5. So it's going to be +2, -2 times x minus 5. So this is my equation number 2 when I use the point as the second point x2 y2, and this is my equation number 1 where I'm using the point that is 2, 4. Remember, in future when we are making this equation, you can choose either one of the point to make a line. I'm going to pause the video and try yourself the problem number 4 and 5. For number 4, you're going to use the 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2, and you're going to find the slope by using the slope formula, that is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That is going to be -5 on the top and then 2 negative become positive, so 3 plus 2 is 5. So -5 over 5 is -1. Use the slope and first point to find the equation in point slope form. So the first point is -2, 1 and the slope is -1, and this is the formula for the point slope form. You use this formula Remember, if it's positive, you're going to use the opposite sign. So y plus 2 equals -1, x minus 1. So that's your equation number 1. So for equation number 2, same formula we're going to use, but the point is going to be different, 3 comma -4. Remember, if it's a negative, you're going to use the opposite sign. So y plus 4 equals -1, x minus 3. That's equation number 2. Question number 5 is the same way. You're going to choose x1, y1 and x2, y2 and apply the slope formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That is 3 minus minus 5 divided by -3, -5. So on the top you get 3 plus 5, -3 plus 5. That is 8 divided by 2 and it's going to be 4. We're going to choose the first point, -5 comma -5, and the slope is 4. Use the opposite sign. If the point is negative, it's going to be x plus 5. So y plus 5 equals 4 times x plus 5 is the first equation. Now you're going to choose the second point and the slope is still same, y minus y1 equals 4 times x minus x1. If it's a negative sign, you're going to choose the opposite sign. So the second equation would be y minus 3 equals 4 times x plus 3. Now let's discuss question number 6. For question number 6, write in a point slope form an equation of the line that passes through the given point. x1, y1 is 1, 4 and x2, y2 is 3, 10. The slope is going to be 10 minus 4 divided by 3 minus 1, which is 6 over 2, and that's going to be 3. Use the slope first point to write the equation in a point slope form. So the first point is 1, 4. Slope is 3, and the point slope form is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So x1 is 1 and y1 is 4. So y minus 4 equals 3, x minus 1. That's your first equation. For the second equation, you're going to use the point 3, 10 and the same slope 3. And the formula y minus y1 equals slope 3, x minus x1. And that's going to be your second equation. Question number 7. Write the point slope form of an equation of the line passes through the points -4, -1 and 8, -4. So first we are going to find the slope by using slope formula. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. -4 minus -1, so that's going to be +1. x2 minus x1, 8 minus -4, so 8 plus 4. This is going to be -3 over 12, and the slope is -1 over 4. The formula for the point slope is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1, where x1, y1 is the point that we chose is -4, -1. If they're already negative, then we're going to use the opposite sign, that is y plus 1 equals 1 -1 over 4 x plus 1. First equation is this one, and for the second equation, same formula, but we're going to use the point as 8, -4. Slope is -1 over 4, so it's going to be y plus 4 equals -1 over 4 x minus 8. So that's the second equation. Now let's discuss example number 3, real life application. You finish parasailing and are being pulled back to the boat. After 2 seconds, you are 25 feet above the boat. Write and graph an equation that represents your height in y feet above the board after x seconds. You are pulled down at the rate of 10 feet per second, so the slope is going to be negative 10. You are 25 feet above the board after 2 seconds, so the line passes through the point 2 comma 25. So this is our x1 y1 point. Use this point slope form to find the equation. So the point is 2 comma 25, and the slope we already discussed is negative 10. Point slope form is y minus y1 m times x minus x1, where y1 is 25, m is negative 10, and the x1 is negative 2. So we are going to rewrite to slope intercept form by isolating y. So first thing we want to do is to distribute the negative 10 inside. So negative 10x plus 20. And now we are going to add 25 on both sides. So add 25 on both sides. You're going to get y equals negative 10x plus 45. That's your slope intercept form of the equation. Next is part B. At what height you were parasailing? You start descending when x is 0. So when x becomes 0, which means the y-intercept, the parasailing start to descend. The y-intercept is 45, so here is 45. So you were parasailing at the height of 45. So you start from 45, and then since the slope is negative 10, so you go down 10 over 1, down 10 over 1, down 10 over 1, and there you're going to get the line graph of parasailing.